Okay, good morning again, guys. So, this time we're going to be going to the next step of loves. So, we're going to the next step in loving. Now, we learned the beginning of thrust, where you move the elbows from back here, come all the way forward and up to hit the ball, thrusting. Alright? Now, we're not going to bring the elbow from here, but we're going to start with the elbow here. So we're going to learn to move our palm from here to here. So remember before, elbow from back here, come all the way up, thrust the ball out. But now, we're going to keep the elbow here in front of us, and we're going to hit the ball from here out, like that. So it's a similar finish, where you thrust, you finish there, keep the elbow here, finish there. Similar, alright? So it's a progression to loving the ball. So it should look something like this. So we're going to start by tossing the ball up and out like that. Okay? Simple. Just catch it. So you just keep the elbows up and roll it out onto the wall. And the next phase, you can toss it with the same arm, but remember, each time we're also incorporating jump serves. And jump serves is also like spiking the ball. So it's a part of learning to spike as well. So you want to toss the ball up, same hitting arm, get elbow up. Now this one is a bit tricky because you have to get elbow up and then, so this time you don't set the elbows and toss the ball. You have to place the elbow up to hit the ball. So it involves timing. And remember, guide arm as well. So guide arm, out. 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 Right? And you do as much as that as you possibly can until you feel comfortable with it. Next level of progression is to get the ball down on the ground. So you hold the elbow out, toss the ball up, and hit down. Up, down. Remember to put the guide arm up. So guide arm up, hit the ball down. 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 So this is the guide arm, remember, not this one. This is the hitting arm. Guide arm up, hit the ball down. As soon as the ball reaches near the guide arm, tells it's time to go down and hit. And same thing, only this time, the tossing with this hand, guide arm, hit the ball down. So, hit the ceiling. Right? So, and the next movements will be getting the elbow from up here and hitting the ball down. Now what do you think that will add? That will add more power, more force. Because from here, the movement is from here to out here where you make contact with the ball. So they say the elbow is straight, so that's where you make contact with the ball. So that force, boom. And if you follow through, adds more force to it. But when you bring the elbow up here, the palm is coming from behind you. So that force is going to be greater because your palm is traveling at a further distance than from here. So it's going to add more force when you're coming from all the way here, right? And then we're going to move from there to the next level in progression where you take the arm, the hitting arm from back here, somewhat like a Usain Bolt pose or form. And you'll be coming from here, then you rotate the shoulders all the way up here, just like when you stop here, and then you hit out here. And if you pay attention, everything that we did in the progression from step 1 coming up is involved. Because from step 1, the thrust ends there, where you make contact with the ball. It's the same thing coming all the way from there. You want to make contact with the ball up here, right? And step 2, you're still making contact with the ball up here. You want to make contact with the ball higher than your head and not out here. If you are making contact with the ball lower than your head, that means when you jump, your waist is above the net. And you want to hit the ball down from there. You'll be, whew, probably shouldn't be volleyball. Should be like high jump or something like that. And win a lot of gold medals. But volleyball will still be right up the street anyway. If you're jumping that high, it'll be very difficult to get blocked. Alright, let's get back on track. So, the last level of progression would be like the Usain Bolt pose and come over. And why I teach this also is because a lot of persons, when they just start learning to spike by starting with this, what they tend to do is when they come over with their arms, well, they don't come over with their arms, they come around. And then when they make contact with the ball, there's only one way they hit the ball. And that's that way. Right? Boom, because they're rotating the shoulder, the waist, the shoulder coming around. And so they make contact with the ball and they can't change, they're just hitting the ball one way. When you learn this, and then you start to learn to turn the wrist and hit the ball to the left and hit the ball to the right, which is the next progression before we go to eye elbows and palm or back elbows. Because when you come from back here, you want to come up here where you can still turn the ball, because the opponent must not know where you're hitting the ball. So, next level, we'll be going to moving the ball to the left and to the right with the wrist. Bye for now.